My appointment was at 6:45 and I'm still waiting. Oh, they looked me up. Well, we called you. We even called your number. Yep, Frank. I'm upset too. So, I don't know. Something happened with my upload today. No, you didn't. My phone's been silent. Well, maybe it's your phone. And then they try to send me a text message from the computer. Oh, it must be your phone. Could it be your system? Could it be your system? Because while I was waiting for you, I was receiving text messages and notifications from Reddit and Instagram and YouTube. I was watching a live stream in the parking lot. I was watching Yaba on live stream, okay? My phone was working fine. I was connected to the internet. I was locked in like the Matrix, okay?
We have a liftoff.
Bitches. Uh-oh. That's not a pew-pew. What is this supposed to be? Is there like a new series coming out? We're all on Vertical Watch. I'm watching Icamel, and it sounds like there's a series coming out that's going to be talking about, you remember, do you guys know who Chronicles of Olivia is? She was friends with Bullhorn Betty. They were the heels on the ground, or people would call them squirrels on the ground or whatever. And they would hang out with JLR in front of crime scenes and, you know, people's houses and scream into bullhorns and shit like that. So I guess they're talking about these people here. So, yeah. Fun. So I'm editing. Patrick went to go get us sushi. So, yeah. Wash my hair. It's been a day so far. I got my blood work done this morning. Oh, my God. I made my appointment, right? I made an appointment for blood work. I'm like, okay, fine. This is, shit shouldn't be so bad. I got a fucking appointment. I'm editing here. I'm editing while I talk to you guys. Because this is not that hard. This is not that fucking hard. I'm just going to throw my clips in here right now. But, I did get my coffee, though. So, yeah. I showed up and I made my appointment at 6:45, right? So I show up there and I'm like, okay, Patrick, this shouldn't take too long. We're waiting in the car. I check in because the lab had you check in, right? And like on the phone, like for your appointment or whatever, and then you'll get a text message when the lab technician's ready for you. You don't have to stand in that long ass line outside with everybody else. It's great, right? Or so I thought. So we're waiting there, and it's, you know, 6:45 turns into 7, and then 7:15, and so we go over there, and we're like, wait a minute. So, my appointment was at 6:45, and I'm still waiting. Oh, they looked me up. Well, we called you. We even called your number. No, you didn't. My phone's been silent. Well, maybe it's your phone, and then they try to send me a text message from the computer. Oh, it must be your phone. Could it be your system? Could it be your system? Because while I was waiting for you, I was receiving text messages and notifications from Reddit and Instagram and YouTube. I was watching a live stream in the parking lot. I was watching Yaba on live stream, okay? My phone was working fine. I was connected to the internet. I was locked in like the Matrix, okay? My phone was fine. So I'm like, what? No. My phone was fine. And so like, they're like, well, blah, 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 whatever. We'll get you in. So they got me in. It was great. It was, the lady who did my blood, I think she was training or something, but she was really nice. And then it was funny, like, the person following her is, like, pointing out all the things that the person who had, you know, didn't do right, and make sure you don't do any of this. And then, like, she's on the phone, like, send me your time receipts. I can't do anything until, like, she was doing some shit that morning, like, damn. So, and then we went and got coffee. So, yeah. It's just a Monday morning. It's a Monday morning. It is raining here. Apparently, LA is getting the storm of the fucking century, apparently. They're telling people to stay inside till Thursday in LA. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? So they're showing cars washing away. I don't understand this, and I never understood this when I was in emergency, is that there are some people, they're told not to go drive through, like, Swiftwater, right? They're in a car. They're in, like, a little fucking Toyota, you know. They're in, like, a Honda, you know. Like, they're in a little car. They're in a Focus. And they think they're going to cross this, like, the streets literally turned into a goddamn river. And they think they're going to drive through that. You know, I heard this statistic in EMT that they're like, you're going to be very frustrated because 90% of the things that you respond to could have probably been prevented. But it's just, you know, people fuck around and find out, you know. So I was like, okay, you know. Like I said, I've told you guys before, when I was in EMT, I did mostly ER stuff, and I liked the crazy people. I liked the ER myself. I loved the chaos. I loved that there was always something going on. So, yeah. Getting this shit together. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to stop the camera yesterday and restart because it was telling me that it wasn't in focus, and sometimes, I don't know why, but it doesn't want to, and my other Canon had this problem where it doesn't want to refocus, right? Oh, look, there's the clip of Frank being a whiny cat. Frank's sitting here on the floor. See, I would probably, see, it's noon right now. See, I would probably not be sitting here on a hovel if it wasn't for my cat here. I would have all this picked up and clean, but because Frank is sitting here, I can't move anything, you know? My poor cat, I gotta make sure he's comfortable. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah, I'm just putting the clips here. I'm just putting them into my editor. I like to put all the clips in and then, because, like, okay, I don't edit my clips like, you know, other YouTubers edit their clips with, like, a bunch of jump cuts. Like, I don't mind if you have, like, an awkward silence. I mean, you know, like, it's not that hard. Like, Alicia was talking on, you guys probably saw me point it out, but in the last vlog, but, which is today for me, but, you know, that time travel shit, but she was complaining about how, like, she doesn't want to vlog when it's dark because it's, like, it's dark and the quality's not that good. It's a vlog. It's not a high movie production. It's a vlog. It's gonna be okay if it's dark and shit. You can turn on a light. You can, there's a lot you can do. Like, I'm sitting in, like, weird-ass lighting right now. Like, I could turn on my Christmas lights for you. Then you can have some of that. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. See, now you got some Christmas lights on the wall. It's like Stranger Things over here at my place. We are very strange. It's so funny. Whenever I'm talking to Alicia in a vlog, I've noticed that my fucking Yellow Jackets is always in the background. My Altar to the Wilderness. And you can see the Queen card with the X out. And I'm just like, please don't end up like Jackie, Alicia. Alicia, you can do this. You're smart. Please don't be Jackie. Please, please don't be Jackie. Please don't be Jackie. Ooh, yeah. Freeze to death. No, I don't want to do that. I want to change the... I hate clicking on things in programs and then it doesn't click right and you're just like, crap. And it's totally your fault. Yeah. I love this. There's this function on here. I'll show you. This is Premiere Pro. I get it with the Adobe Suite and everything. If you ever sign up for Adobe Suite, make sure you go and find like a discount code or something because... or any Adobe thing, because they are out there. There's all kinds of people giving out codes and stuff where you can get like a discount for the year and shit like that. So I just copy this like little file right here, and then I'll go over here and highlight all this, and put paste attributes and go, okay. And all of my clips get resized to the same frame size. Isn't that nice? Ooh, smooth as butter. Yeah, look at that. Way to go. There's my whiny cat. Yeah. So I'm going to finish editing this before Patrick gets home with the sushi so I can get it rendered and stuff. I don't even know what I'm going to call this vlog yet. Probably a lazy back pain day with my cat or something. I don't know. I always come up with something. Or maybe I'll just use Gypsy Rose for clout again because we're watching the interrogation and how she jumped out and stuff. Maybe I'll just use Gypsy Rose's name for clout. Like, we should check out the Google Trend Analytics on Gypsy Rose later if I remember. If you guys want to see that and I forget, just let me know in the comments. If I ever forget anything, be like, Keisha, timestamp it. You forgot. And I'll be like, I'm getting it together. So, yeah. Because I do that. I have a brain tumor. I'm on a lot of drugs. But I'm good. We're keeping it moving over here. We're keeping it moving. Except for Frank. He is not keeping it moving because he's lazy. And neither is Philip over here. Philip is not keeping it moving. Where is he? He's right here behind the thing. He's pretending to work, but he's actually not. And Timmy, well, he's just being cute. That's our Timmy. So, yeah. Editing. Yep, Frank. I'm upset, too. So, I don't know. Something happened with my upload today where it uploaded just to a black fucking screen. I don't know. So, I'm rendering out the video again and re-uploading it to YouTube again. I should have checked the video, but it seemed fine. But sometimes these shit happens. This is why we don't do a liver transplant. This is why we're not doing open heart surgery here. It's just a vlog. It's fine. It'll get up when it gets up, right? Right. Okie dokie. I found your free movie. It's like a mini series, I think. It's Stephen King. It's called The Stand. Tell me if this premise sounds like something maybe you lived through. Just similar-ish. The Stand is a post-apocalyptic dark fantasy novel written by American author Stephen King and the first published in, sorry for my, I get tongue-tied when I read, 1978 by Doubleday. The plot centers on a pandemic of a weaponized strain of influenza that kills almost the entire world population. Blah, 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 blah. It's about an influenza type strain that kills a lot of people on Earth. Does that sound like... I know this is from '94 and like there's been a lot of movies about pandemics and stuff. It's not honestly a hard kind of movie concept to come up with, so I'm gonna link this Stephen King movie for you. I'm hanging out with Frank. Yeah, so me and Frank are actually not here to give you the Stephen King miniseries. We're actually here to give you a tutorial on how to vlog in the dark. Yes, this is a specialized tutorial for Alicia Marie on how to vlog in the dark. Step 1, turn on your camera. Step 2, don't give a fuck. Step 3, if it is too dark for you, you got a phone, girl. I know you do. You had that Casetify sponsorship the other day. Boom. See, Alicia, it's not that hard. You can do this. I said you got this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And look. This is great. I'm sitting here. You can sit with your dog on your bed in your living room. I've seen you do it with your mask on. And my cat probably hates me now because he's like, why do you have that light on? But yeah, you can do this. You can do this. So yeah, this will be one of your things in the playlist. I've linked some other shit that I watched today. Just random shit I've watched. But yeah, Stephen King, The Stand, 94. It's in 8 high def. Ooh, high def for the 90s was probably a thing. So yeah, That's not a pew pew, that's our air freshener. That's automatic, so you know. So yeah, that is your free movie of the evening. Aww.
Shoot the guy if I ran into trouble. Physical trouble. The cops knew it. When the physical trouble came along, let her clean the streets, and then we'll pull her in.
But
That's
how come
why.
there was so much physical trouble? Because it was all in 1 year. 7 people in 1
Oh
year.
well. Oh well.
But why not say now?
Because I'm out of retaliation for taking my life like this and getting rich off it all these years in total pathological lying. Yeah, thanks a lot. I lost my fucking life because of it. Couldn't even get a fair trial. Couldn't even get a fair investigation or nothing. Couldn't even have my appeals right. You sabotaged my ass, society, and the cops, and the system. A raped woman got executed. It was used for books and movies and shit. Bladder climbs, re-election, everything else. I got big finger in all your faces. Thanks a lot. You're an inhumane bunch of fucking living bastards and bitches. And you're gonna get your asses nuked in the end. And pretty soon it's coming. 2019, Iraq's supposed to hit you anyhow.
You know, if she had mentioned 2020, I would have thought she might have been psychic.
Just sabotage and rip it apart like Jesus on the cross. And say thanks a lot for all the fucking money I made off of you. And not care about a human being and the truth being told. Now I know what Jesus was going through. They've been trying to tell the truth. And I keep getting it stepped on. Concerned about if I was raped, I'm not giving you book and movie info. I'm giving you info for
Book, movie.
and stuff, and that's it.
Book and movie info. You know?
We're going to have to cut this interview, Nick. I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm leaving. I'm glad. Thanks a lot, society, for railroading my ass. Okay, let's go.
It was really pretty incredible.
Okay, so there are some times in like true crime where things come up and I'm just like, you know, Eileen Wuornos had a point. So there's several things going on. You know, it's the next day. I'm in a dress because I gotta do laundry. Anyways, so yeah, hair's puffy. It's been raining, so yeah, the rain actually did come, so yes. So anyways, I'm sitting here with Frank here on the couch. Say hi. Say hi. So anyway, so yeah. This morning everybody's waiting on the Oxford mom trial. They're all waiting for her the verdict, right? We're out on verdict watch. And they're all saying that part of this trial happening is because the prosecutor is going, or the guy who's prosecuting is going to be running for like a higher office eventually, and he's using this politically. The other thing too that this Eileen Wuornos, so what reminds me about that is Eileen Wuornos mentions that a lot of her case in here was political, like her being executed and them going this hard on her was because it was for, you know, someone's political career, which is interesting. And then the other thing that reminded me was like Nick Godejohn. Now everybody's been talking about him getting his retrial and seeing if we're gonna get his appeal's gonna go through and shit. And I keep thinking about how, you know, Eileen Wuornos says she was railroaded and blah blah blah, and she has this whole conspiracy that's bullshit, but she's clearly schizophrenic if she believes that like the government was sending microwaves and doing stuff to her head to make her kill people, right? Like, you know, so I just, and then like how they use this, you know, to make all these books and movies and stuff, and she's like, I'm being executed, and here you guys all are making all this money, and I'm being executed, and you're making all this money and stuff off my story, and they're like, yeah, she's a murderer and stuff, but it's just, she's crazy and everything, but like I always go back to that, like, thanks a lot, society, whenever, you know, I see like in courts, like when it comes to like a murder trial or something, or crime, how they're trying to like, someone's trying to use it as a strategy for their career politically and stuff. And then I always think about when you know, they start making, when all these things like the Gypsy Rose, like there's all these documentaries and shit coming out and all that, and making all this money, and it's like, Dee Dee didn't get to make any money. Now, like, yeah, she was abuser, but like, she was murdered too, so it's like, schmurdered, she was smurdered. I know, I'm supposed to say schmurder. I don't give a shit on my channel, really. I didn't monetize, I don't give a fuck, but I don't know, I just always think about that sometimes when I start seeing a lot of, like, people talking about, like, you know, using crimes for political moves and shit like that. I'm like, you know, Eileen Wuornos was kind of right. And then, like, she makes that mention about how we're all going to die from an asteroid in 2019. She said 2020. You guys are all going to get killed in 2020 anyways. That would have been interesting. Yeah, Frank's rolling his eyes at me. I don't know. I always go back to that. Thanks a lot, society, you know, about us, about people using her story, you know, for books and movies and, you know, like, political career gains and shit like that. And she's being, you know, she's going to the chamber. That's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's just like one of those things where it's like thought-provoking in a way. Like, yeah. And then, like, she's saying that, like, the cops knew she was out killing people and they just let her go so she could kill all these people and then they picked her up. Yeah, sure. But it just was interesting. So, yeah, I'm going to end this vlog so that I can edit it. I know, I'm hanging out here with Frank. Mitchell Frank. Yes, we got our fireplace going over here. Yes. So, yeah, I'll link Eileen Wuornos' video, too, on this playlist. What did I link? I'm trying to remember all the things I linked. Let's see. Link this. Yes. I'm gonna check out my playlist. Oh yes, we got Nancy Grace. I got a Peter Mon video on here. I got a Sloan video about Nicki Minaj and Megan. I got Megan Thee Stallion. She called into the Breakfast Club. Let's see. Oh, I got the Stephen King movie. I didn't make it through all that movie. The first part of the movie I thought was kind of good. And then the part I got to was kind of slow. It's a mini series, so it's going to be something I'm probably going to watch on and off for, like, the next week. Because, like, yeah, I have a short attention span sometimes, so, like, it's nice to just go back to the movie. So that might happen. And then you'll have the Eileen Wuornos. Thanks a lot, society video. So, yeah. As always, I'm sending you guys lots of love. I hope you guys are doing great in this rain, wherever you are. I mean, Alicia, you're watching. I hope you're doing well in LA. DM me when you're not flooding away in LA, okay? You can come out and meet me at the Dutch Brothers. It's by my house. I can walk to it and meet you there. We could hang out. They're always blasting music, so I can't, like, film you or anything. I get copyright. So, girl, it could just be us talking, girl to girl, about YouTube shit. While having really good coffee. Okay? Because Dutch Brothers is really fucking great coffee. So, as always, I hope you guys have fun doing whatever you're going to do. Whether it's watching any of the shit I linked. Or watching any other shit on YouTube. Or any other platform. Or going out and touching grass. And being in the sun if it's not raining where you're raining. Where you live. Yeah. I better go because I'm starting to get tongue-tied. And we know, like, that's when it's time for Keisha to go. Blah, blah, blah. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.